How to reduce crime in USA. A key to reduce crime in USA, raising children in the Yoruba way. Introduction. Every nation in the world wants peace and safety. People want to walk on the street without fear, send their children to school without worry, and live in neighborhoods where crime is low. In the United States of America, however, crime is a serious problem. Shootings, robberies, drug use, and violence are part of daily news. The government spends billions of dollars on police, prisons, and security systems. But the truth is clear: no matter how many prisons are built, or how many police are hired, crime will continue unless the root cause is solved. One of the deepest causes of crime is the way children are raised. A child who grows up without guidance, discipline, or respect often becomes an adult who breaks laws and hurts society. On the other hand, a child raised with strong values, respect for others, and good character is less likely to commit crime. This is where the Yoruba way of raising children can teach important lessons. The Yoruba people of West Africa, especially in Nigeria, have a culture that emphasizes respect, discipline, community involvement, and moral upbringing. For the Yoruba, raising a child is not only the work of parents, it is the duty of the whole community. Their methods may hold answers for America in the fight against crime. In this essay, we will explore 1. The problem of crime in the United States. 2. The Yoruba philosophy of child upbringing. 3. Core Yoruba values and how they shape children. 4. How these values can be applied in America. 5. Challenges in adopting the Yoruba way. 6. Benefits if America tries this approach. 7. A strong conclusion showing why this could be the key to reducing crime. Let us begin. Part 1. Understanding crime in the USA. Crime statistics and reality. The United States is one of the most advanced countries in the world. It has strong technology, powerful military, and high living standards. But in terms of crime, it struggles. Each year, thousands of people die from gun violence. Cities like Chicago, New York, Baltimore, and Los Angeles often make headlines for shootings. Drug abuse destroys many young lives. Fraud and cybercrime also rise. The prison population in America is one of the largest in the world. Millions are behind bars, yet crime continues. Why? Because punishment alone does not stop crime. When a child grows up with no guidance, sending him to prison as an adult only treats the symptom, not the disease. The role of family breakdown. Research shows that children who grow up in broken homes, without fathers or strong family structures, are more likely to fall into crime. Lack of discipline at home often leads to lack of discipline in society. Many children are raised by television, social media, or peers instead of wise parents and elders. This lack of solid upbringing creates space for gangs, drugs, and violence to take over. The Yoruba way offers another path. Part 2. The Yoruba philosophy of raising children. The community approach. A popular Yoruba proverb says, "Omo ki se ti inikan, omo ni ti igbogbo ilu," meaning, a child does not belong to the mother alone, but to the entire community. This idea is powerful. In Yoruba culture, every adult in the community feels responsible for raising children. If a child misbehaves in the street, any elder can correct them. The child cannot say, "You are not my parent." The community acts as one large family. This creates a safety net. Even if parents are busy or struggling, the community ensures the child receives discipline and guidance. Respect for elders. Yoruba children are taught respect from the moment they can walk and talk. Boys show respect by kneeling or lying flat when greeting elders, while girls kneel down. The words they use are also respectful. Children are not allowed to call elders by their first names. Respect becomes part of daily life. This habit trains the mind to honor authority and value human relationships. A child who respects elders will likely respect teachers, laws, and leaders later in life. The importance of character. Iwa. In Yoruba culture, good character is more important than wealth, beauty, or education. Proverbs like, Iwalewa, character is beauty, are repeated often. Parents remind children that a person without good character is like a decorated pot filled with dirt. A Yoruba child learns that stealing, lying, and cheating brings shame not only to him but to his entire family. This deep sense of honor and shame discourages crime. Discipline and correction. Discipline is central to Yoruba upbringing. A child is corrected immediately when wrong, sometimes through firm words, sometimes through light punishment. But the aim is always to train, not to destroy. Yoruba parents believe that if you leave a child uncorrected, he will grow into a dangerous adult. A proverb says, Tia kobo ko omo ni iwa, yuko wa ni atiju. If we do not teach a child good character, he will teach us shame. This shows the seriousness of early discipline. Proverbs and folktales as teaching tools. Storytelling is a major part of Yoruba upbringing. At night, children gathered to hear stories of animals, heroes, and wise elders. The tortoise, for example, often represents cunning and greed. In the end, his bad behavior brings punishment. Children learn lessons of honesty, patience, and wisdom through these stories. This form of moral teaching stays in the mind far longer than mere rules. Religion and spiritual belief. The Yoruba strongly believe that all actions have consequences, not just in this life but spiritually. Whether through traditional beliefs, Christianity, or Islam, children grow up with the idea that God sees everything. This inner fear of God creates self-control even when no one is watching. Part 3. Core Yoruba Values 1. Respect. Ibasepo, respect for parents, elders, and authority is constant. 2. Responsibility. Ojuse, children are given chores early to build responsibility. 3. Discipline. Atonisona, firm correction ensures children know right from wrong. 4. Community belonging. Ajose, everyone feels part of a larger family. 5. Integrity. Otetu, truthfulness is valued over lies or shortcuts. 6. Hard work. Eyes, laziness is discouraged. Children learn the dignity of labor. These values prepare children to be useful adults, not criminals. Part 4. Applying Yoruba values in America. How can these ideas work in the USA? 1. Parenting education. Parents can be trained through workshops and community programs to raise children with Yoruba-style discipline, respect, and responsibility. 2. Community involvement. Neighborhood groups, churches, and schools can work together, just like Yoruba villages, to guide children. Mentorship programs can replace negative peer pressure with positive role models. 3. Teaching respect in daily life. American children can be encouraged to greet politely, help elders, and use respectful language. These small habits reduce arrogance and build empathy. 4. Using stories and proverbs. Schools and parents can use proverbs, stories, and cultural lessons to teach honesty, patience, and courage. Children love stories, and values can be hidden inside them. 5. Discipline with love. Parents should neither over-pamper nor neglect discipline. Correcting children firmly but fairly ensures they grow into law-abiding adults. Part 5. Challenges. Cultural resistance. Some Americans may feel Yoruba discipline is too strict. Fear of abuse. Discipline must be balanced, not abusive. Individualism. American culture values independence, while Yoruba culture values community. Finding balance will take effort. Part 6. Benefits. If Yoruba values are applied. 1. Lower juvenile crime. Children raised with discipline avoid gangs and drugs. 2. Stronger families. Respect and responsibility strengthen family bonds. 3. Safer communities. Shared responsibility reduces crime. 4. Moral renewal. Honesty and character become more important than greed. Conclusion. The Yoruba way of raising children holds deep and timeless lessons for the United States. It reminds us that the true foundation of peace and safety is not found in weapons, prisons, or strict laws, but in the hearts of children who are raised with respect, love, and discipline. Today, America faces serious problems with crime, gun violence, drug use, theft, and broken families. The government spends billions on prisons and police, yet the cycle continues. Each generation seems to face the same troubles as the one before. This shows that the real solution lies much deeper. Crime does not begin in the streets, it begins in the home. The Yoruba people have long understood this truth, and their way of raising children offers powerful guidance. In Yoruba culture, a child is not raised by one person alone. The whole community plays a part. Parents, grandparents, uncles, aunts, and neighbors all share responsibility. A popular Yoruba saying goes, "Omo ki se ti inikan, omo ni ti igbogbo ilu." A child does not belong to the mother alone, but to the entire community. This idea is powerful because it creates unity. When everyone feels responsible for every child, no one grows up ignored or unloved. Children are corrected by any adult who sees them misbehave, not just by their parents. In this way, the community becomes a protective wall around the child. In many American neighborhoods today, that wall has collapsed. People are too busy, too afraid, or too disconnected to care for one another's children. Rebuilding this sense of shared responsibility could change everything. Discipline is another strong pillar of Yoruba upbringing. Yoruba parents believe that a child must learn early that actions have consequences. Discipline does not mean cruelty, it means correction given with love and purpose. When a child lies, steals, or disrespects an elder, correction follows quickly and fairly. The goal is to teach, not to harm. Yoruba elders often say, "Tia kobo ko omo ni iwa, yuko wa ni atiju." If we do not teach a child good character, he will teach us shame. This simple truth explains much about the world today. Many crimes happen because people were never corrected early in life. A child who grows up without discipline often becomes an adult who disrespects rules and laws. The Yoruba also teach respect as the foundation of good character. From childhood, boys and girls learn to greet elders properly. Boys prostrate, girls kneel. If the United States truly wants to reduce crime, it must look beyond punishment and start rebuilding the moral foundation of family life. Schools, churches, and community centers can teach values of respect, honesty, and self-control. Mentorship programs can connect elders with young people, the way Yoruba communities do. Parents can learn that discipline and love must walk hand in hand. Communities can take shared responsibility for every child, just as the Yoruba do. When these values are practiced, the effect spreads naturally. Families become stronger, neighborhoods become safer, children grow up knowing right from wrong. Fewer youths join gangs or fall into drugs. Police will no longer fight endless battles against a broken society, because the society itself will begin to heal from within. As the Yoruba wisely say, "Tiabo ko omo ni kyo she riri, koni dagba los sheibi." If we train a child to do good, he will not grow up to do evil. This is more than a proverb, it is a plan for the future. When we shape children with respect, discipline, and good character, we prevent crime before it begins. We build a world where prisons are no longer crowded, where police can focus on protection instead of punishment, and where families live without fear. The key to reducing crime in the USA may not lie in guns, prisons, or laws. It lies in something far simpler, yet far more powerful, the wisdom of the Yoruba way. A way that teaches us to value family, community, and good character above all. When America learns to raise children with the heart of the Yoruba, firm but loving, disciplined but kind, respectful yet free, then the dream of a safer, better nation will no longer be just a dream. It will become a living reality.